What's going on, y'all? Grind to Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And you see who we got on the screen, man. If you don't know who these folks are, man, I'm about to tell you, man. These are going to be the main players of the video. On the left, you got Low Tier God, a.k.a. Low Tier Coon, the alternative black guy, loves to toot up for the white man. On the right, we got I Show Speed, the Jester Coon. He's not really that funny, but I guess, you know, all these folks love to see a black dude just act a fool and become a jester. At the bottom, we've got the they, them beta male, Destiny. He has a weird open relationship and a weird lifestyle. But, you know, people like him because he's liberal. I think he's pretty fake. I think he's a fake dude. Based off some of the tweets I've seen him put up, I think he's fake. He's not as nice or as accepting of a guy as he acts like he is. And just the fact that you sitting up talking about something, yeah, I like getting skeet in my beard. What are we really saying right now? Why are we taking advice from this guy? But really the subject matter of this video is I Show Speed got caught, or not really caught, but he recorded himself like a dummy doing a stereotypical Asian joke that, you know, it wasn't really that cool. Low Tier God is weighing in on it. You know, he always has an alternative point of view, and he loves to toot up for them folks. He loves tooting up for any other race but the black people. So it should be interesting to see what he says. Is he making sense, or is he on some alternative stuff? Destiny also weighed in and basically was saying that all black dudes that stream are the same, and they do this and they do that. You know, I don't know, man. It's basically a I guess people are trying to dive in and see, do they think that Destiny is racist? I think that Destiny is probably racist on the low. I mean, yeah, he doesn't say anything too obvious on his, I guess, his streams and whatnot. And yeah, people will be like, yeah, well, he's got black people on, so he's not racist. I mean, you guys are idiots. I can't stand that. Like, that's the same thing as saying Jerry Jones having elite black football players on his team makes him not racist, bro. Shut the hell up, man. He's got Apple on there, but he's not racist. All right, bro, that don't matter. I've seen some of the tweets. I don't know about him, bro. I'm not really too sure about old Destiny, goddamn. But we're gonna go ahead and see what's happening in this video. Of course, I'd love to hear what y'all got to say. Let's get into it.
People are saying that, you know, Speed is a racist, so on and so forth. And I'm gonna play another video and actually kind of elaborate on that and see what people are talking about. So let's just play this clip. And I want to talk about this clip. It's a 17-second clip, but I just want to kind of elaborate on it and not make excuses for people. Let's check out this clip.
Bro, and come back. Come here. Come back.
All right, yeah,
Why you
Speed
got
when it's still controlling.
English, no. Konnichiwa? Konnichiwa?
No, Chinese.
Konnichiwa, Argentina.
Chinese, no konnichiwa.
Boing, boing, boing.
All right, so
No konnichiwa.
Boing, boing, boing.
So I'll play fair and say that was a racist joke. I don't think anybody likes to be called something they're not or be associated with something that they're not. Like I think the dude said he was Chinese and I Show Speed was playing and saying he was Japanese. Then he made fun of his language at the end, which I think would be very annoying, and I think I would find it disrespectful if I was in the Asian guy's shoes, if I knew what was going on. I don't think he knew what was going on because he didn't respond in a way, or maybe he just was being nice and all that kind of, you know how Asian folks be extra nice and stuff, like, well, not really nice, but just kind of, they don't be saying too much about certain things unless they're Americanized. Them folks be just, they're basically white adjacent. But yeah, man, Asian people from like the actual country don't be on that extra stuff. But anyway, man, basically I would say that, yeah, if I was a black dude and some guy tried to say, oh yeah, man, you're an African guy, you be booty scratching and having flies land on your face, or you're a Jamaican dude and all y'all do is run around with no shoes and dirty dreadlocks or something like that and all that kind of stuff, or even as a African guy or a Jamaican guy, you know, they putting up the worst traits that we have as black Americans, talking about some, yeah, you from the hood, all you do is rob, steal, and kill and be lazy. That would definitely be disrespectful, so I can understand that right there. Do I think Speed is a racist? Nah, I don't think he's worried about them folks. I think he's just always trying to get a funny out of something, and when it's not funny, Speed is not really that funny to me. He said maybe one or two things that are actually funny.
I have a question, all right? How old are y'all?
Why you want to know?
Hey, I don't want your fat ass, so don't even try to start that. Yep. Oh my God, he really said that? Yeah, I did say that. So don't act, yeah. Okay.
But Speed is a top tier jester coon who will do anything for money, anything for a laugh. You guys know he made that video talking about sucking pricks. He made a whole video about it. Imagine that coming out when you have kids and they see that. Dad, you were sucking pricks and you're a they them guy? Like, imagine that.
Rewind it one more time.
Chinese, no konnichiwa.
Boing, boing, boing.
All right, so I want to go ahead and point out to the fact that I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, what did Speed do? I'm not going to say anything like that, but obviously, I thought that when you're on this type of level, that doing shit like this is kind of uncalled for.
I agree with him right there. I think that when you're at a certain level or when you have a big platform, it's time for you to stop saying certain things and recording yourself doing it. Yeah, you might be that kind of way behind closed doors, and that's unfortunate, but it's time for you to leave some things off camera. You just don't need to say everything. Doesn't need to be voiced out. You got to have some tact about yourself if you want to navigate through this world successfully. And I preach this all the time, man. Look at guys like Sneeko, lost his whole YouTube platform because he just couldn't keep his mouth shut. He had to say all whatever he wanted to say because he's supposed to not be a bot. He's not in the Matrix. Or the girl who had the modeling contract on Instagram, but she lost out on that because she's posting booty pictures talking about my N-word took this. But in the same breath, where's the same energy at that you have for Speed right here? Why didn't you have that same energy for the boy from Florida that got a scholarship took up? He's okay because he's white, but since Speed is a young black dude, a little rambunctious, you feel like, oh man, I want to come after him hard. But Marcus Stokes was cool for saying the N-word while being a focal point of Florida's offense or football team, and that's cool. Come on, dog. You got to keep the same energy, man. Be realistic and be consistent throughout all your videos, man. Let's go.
You know, as black people, we have to put ourselves in somebody else's shoes. Now, if this Asian guy was like, had a backwards hat on his leg, what's up, my nigga? Yes, my nigga. And yeah, I got big bling. Or, you know, started mocking black culture. And he was a prominent figure that was Asian. Now, how about this? Let's say if it was a prominent Asian figure and we did the same shit Speed was doing, but they were mocking black culture. Do you think that Asian creator would have gotten canceled? See, the thing is that we got this weird thing as blacks. We feel that we can make fun of other ethnicities. We can call white people white boys, Karens.
To be honest, I never thought calling somebody white a white boy was considered racist, but I guess when you think about it on the reverse side, somebody saying like that black boy, that would be racist. I don't know. I've never thought about it like that at all. I've never thought about it, so I don't think it's a racist intent behind it. I think it's just like black folks talking. As far as folks saying Karen, you need to go on stop crying, bruh. Stop crying for the white folks, bruh. Karen is something that everybody says. White people, Asian people, Mexican folks, everybody's using Karen now. It's catchy. It makes sense. Karen is a stereotypical white person name, and the women that are doing it are not people that we should be defending. The women that are acting like Karens are not people that we should be defending. So I don't really understand why you sitting up trying to coddle the Karens. Come on, bro. I know you live in California. You might be a little different because you got some money now, but come on, man. You heard about somebody calling somebody Karen? White boy, I can understand a little bit more, but I never thought anything about it. But Karen? Come on, dude.
We could make fun of Asians and say ching choing chang. We could make fun of Middle Easterns. We could make fun of everybody. But as soon as somebody makes fun of us, it's a big ass issue. Now it's racist. As soon as somebody wants to do blackface, it's racist. But we're allowed to dress up as other ethnicities, clown other ethnicities on like the most substantial level, and think that it's cool.
I ain't gonna lie. I definitely put my white man wig on for a couple, 2-3 skits, and will continue to do it because I don't care nothing about it. But at the same time, you do have folks that get away every day by doing stereotypical black things. You got Howard Stern. He's still out here. Yeah, I know he's a but he's still a white man. All y'all folks be sitting up trying to act like they're different from white folks. You guys are the same, one and the same. Yeah, there's other folks from like the Middle East and some other places there are black Jews, but for the most part, the prominent people that we know are white folks. So yeah, man, it's because of that. Secondly, man, you've got all these different folks. You got Ali G, you got Cassidy Campbell, you got Jamie Kennedy talking about Malibu's Most Wanted. All these people have made a career or made, you know, a big splash in their career from acting like black people, like acting like what they think black people act like and thinking it's funny. And nobody really took no offense to it. They thought it was funny. As far as another person, Robert Downey Jr., he did a whole thing with Tropical Thunder. Everybody liked that movie. Nobody really took offense to it. We looked at the story. We thought it was funny. But this guy sitting up acting like, man, we want to take and say all the jokes and we can't take nothing back. Get out of here, dog. We're the main folks that can take all the jokes. You been in the classroom. That's why you act how you act now. Somebody roasted you to oblivion and you couldn't take it and you kept that on with you all the way up through adulthood. Man, they called me funny. They called me skinny little guy. Or, you know, you got them little African dudes that get called African booty scratching in 4th grade and they carry that shit all the way up to goddamn 32 years old. African booty scratcher is not even a blammer. When I was a kid, I definitely unleashed that. And I didn't think nothing about it. I never thought about what it actually meant. I just thought, hey, man, you African booty scratcher, goddamn. I might not even know you was African until you said you was African. Most of us don't really care when these other races make jokes at our expense. We do care, though, if you're saying something like a Turco Carlson or, you know, you're somebody like a Nick Fuentes or, you know, you somebody else who is putting out a stereotype that, you know, we're dumb. We understand the difference between a joke and actual racist intent behind something. When Tucker Carlson gets up there and says we're all criminals, or when Joe Biden says we're all super predators, or when Nick Fuentes says we all beat our women and we all have low IQs and he thinks black women are this or that, or he thinks that mating with a black person is the equivalent of mating with an animal, that's a whole another totally different story, man. Because when you have the power or platform to actually inspire people to do wrong or think wrong, then it's an issue. But if you're just making little light jokes, it doesn't really matter.
Now, mind you, guys, I've made ethnic jokes plenty of times, but I also clown blacks too. So for me, it's never been like, oh, I'm just going to do this, that. I've made jokes about everybody, Jamaicans, Haitians, blacks. I've ever made Asian jokes. The most Asian joke I ever said was IP Man Extra. Outside of that, I've never said anything. Oh yeah, and chop suey or something like that. But as far as to sit here and mock somebody IRL, mock their language, but if somebody of Asian descent that had popularity, let's just say if Timothy DeLaGhetto did the same shit Speed was doing to somebody black, first off, the black dude would have probably uppercut him or tried fighting him, and it would have been a big issue, and then all of a sudden, Timothy DeLaGhetto would be considered racist.
Maybe so, but like I said earlier, this Asian man didn't understand what Speed was really talking about. He is a dude from China, directly from China. He doesn't understand the racist jokes, just like how some of them folks that's Chinese act like they don't understand what the N-word is, or they don't understand the different racist things that black people have went through in the past, and they think that's fine. So, yeah, he probably might have did something. You don't know that. You always sit up trying to paint everybody else as angelic creatures. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. Let's go.
And I'm not going to sit over here and keep making excuses for Speed being like 19 years old. He knows what the fuck he's doing, bro. So a Caucasian kid that kicks it around black kids, hangs around black kids, for those that don't know what kicks it around, plays football with black kids, listens to black music, influenced by black culture, quote unquote. You guys know how I feel about black culture. Raps a song and is labeled a racial slur to pander to black people that would have caused an outrage, or that did cause an outrage for a dude that has a promising future. I knew what I was doing since I was like 11 years old. So this whole, oh, he's young, he got to learn. Yo, bro, the world isn't fast forward. Like, Speed is like probably 25 in the head. He's just trolling. And every time he does some of this dumbass shit, we keep using it as an excuse. Like, you're not supposed to sit over here and mock somebody's language. I mean, you can't mock black Americans' language because we don't have language. It's just going to be Ebonics that you can mock. Like, say, nah, I mean, yeah, if he'll be lean. Like,
that was lame, but let's go.
In his, you know, in his lingo. And, yeah, so do I think this is stupid? Absolutely. I think that, you know, we got to start punishing guys like this that have these big platforms and that are known to this type of level. And we got to start holding these people responsible so they feel like they can't get away with everything. If I'm allowed to say ching, choing, choing as a black person, then the other people should be able to do blackface. All right, fuck the history, all that. It's called equality. We want equality, yet we're not treating things as equality. I don't give a how old he is. When I was 17, I know exactly what I was doing. See, you're making up an excuse. You know exactly what you're doing, bro. I knew what I was doing at 8 years old. We got to stop using this shit as an excuse just because somebody's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We giving them a pass because of that shit. We all know what the fuck we're doing, especially in a technological era where we have things to teach us how to advance faster. Bro, we all know what the fuck we're doing. This dude knows exactly what he's doing. I don't think this shit is funny at all. I feel like it should be equal. I feel like if we can roast other people, everybody should be able to do blackface and make fun of hood culture and clown our stereotypes. And there should be nothing we can do about it. We should just start making all these jokes about each other if that's what we want to do. So I guess Destiny's seen the clip of Speed doing this dumbass shit. And let me see what he has to say. I think they tried to label it and say that Destiny says all black content creators look the same and have the same content. Now, I was watching a piece of the stream like by chance and luck where Destiny was speaking on this. Now, I'm not playing a white knight or being a or what some dumb blacks that are watching this video are probably going to think. That's not what I'm doing. I'm telling you what I'm seeing, and I'm being unbiased about the situation.
I think you are pandering, bro. I guess I'll just be part of that crew. Because when it comes to anybody non-black, you put the kid gloves on. You know, you're trying to understand their plight and be loving on them and all this. And he's not that bad and all this kind of stuff. But when it comes to anybody black, you know, you want to put the hammer of dawn in action, man. You want to goddamn rain down on them, man. And I'm not defending Speed. I think Speed's an idiot. I think Speed's a jester coon. I think he makes us look bad as a people. But at the same time, you're not going to sit up here and act like everything else these other folks do is just okay or try to defend them too hard. It looks weak. I always look at black dudes that defend other races of people that don't care about them as really, really weak. Like the Dracula thing, like I said in the other video, a lot of these guys are just like how Dracula is when he has his little crony that's falling apart, but he's still taking everything from Dracula, all the mistreatment. He's still just doing it. Dracula don't care nothing about you, bro. But you still doing everything you can for him. And I think that's pretty much what this guy's doing. For Destiny, he definitely toots up because Destiny had him on the stream one time. So now he feels like they're friendly. And a whole bunch of other people. And this is a strategy that I think a lot of YouTubers or people in power do to make folks feel like, oh, yeah, it's all good. Shout out to Black V Silver. We were talking about a gang of guys on YouTube that are kind of doing this right now. They go and they mod everybody's chats. They share out videos. They add people on streams. And it makes them feel like, oh, these folks is friendly. And then when it comes down to them doing something that's not cool, or that, you know, any other time we be looking like, what the hell? We look the other way because, oh, man, that goddamn, he shared my video one time, goddamn. He modded my chat, goddamn. He had me on the stream, goddamn, because he cared about what I got to say, goddamn. It's not really the case, man. You still got to be able to look past folks that maybe have done one little solid for you one little time. But, yeah, that's what he's doing. He's definitely pandering. Let's get it.
And I'm telling you that they were talking about certain types of black content creators. They're not talking about, he wasn't talking about black content creators in general. I'm a black content creator. And I'm pretty sure that Destiny wouldn't look at me in the same light as a Speed or somebody else. So let's see what he had to say real quick. It's 51 seconds. Let's check it out.
Who? I don't even know who. Is this the, I don't even know who these streamers are, I'm not gonna lie. Is this the Kai Cenat guy? Oh, this is the Speed guy. Okay.
So they got mad because Destiny confused Speed with Kai Cenat. I mean, if you don't know who these guys are, and if you're not in the lit streamer, the WL community, the Super Brothers community basically is popular black streamers. So confusing black people does not mean you're racist. You're just not familiar with what's going on.
There's like this whole new legion of like black Zoomer streamers. And for as much as they fucking talk about how like all white people did was scream at the fucking camera, I feel like that's all these guys do. I don't know. Talk about how like all white people did was scream at the legion of like.
So what do y'all think about that right there? I don't think that Destiny meant to be racist. Right there, I think he was just saying that, you know, he doesn't know these guys. They seem to be all the same. And I will admit that I'm kind of on the same fence with that. As far as Speed and all them little weirdos go, man, they all kind of blur into each other after a while, man. Speed, Kai Cenat, Gideon, all the top tier jester coons that all are popular right now. are, you know, they kind of are a blur, man. I mean, the only reason I know him now is because, you know, I've actually sat back and watched multiple videos of each one or heard about him enough now to where I know him. So, I mean, at the same time, Destiny should know because, you know, he's in the YouTube universe, so that's part of his thing. But at the same time, I can understand him not knowing. There are plenty of people that are very popular on YouTube that I do not know at all. And they just be over there having 33 million subscribers and all that. But I do think Destiny is low-key racist. I think he may be racist behind the scenes. I don't think he was meaning to do it right there. I think he puts a great facade on to make himself seem like a good guy. But I just don't think he's really that guy. I've seen the tweets, and the tweets are not something from a nice libertarian guy. Here's one of the tweets I saw, and here's what it says. I'd post a picture of your head to compare, but probably get your ad beat for taking off your hijab. So that does not sound nice. And if you're wondering what the conversation is that led to it, here you go. Some woman says, LOL, you can still see my head with my hijab on, though. Or do Neanderthals have poor vision, lack of logic? So I guess it's a little back and forth on the racism. My logic is fine. There's a reason you have to go back 10,000 plus years to find black accomplishments you can be proud of. So I guess, you know, he crushing Arabian folks and black folks in one, man. Then you have another folks, she came in there. Why are you being a racist? Islam doesn't support racism. Take your backward culture-ish off to the other Habibi or something. I don't know what the hell, but yeah, y'all actually do support racism. Y'all had a whole slave trade, so shut the hell up, Empress. Islam also doesn't support women speaking out of turn to men. So please, F off or go get permission to speak. Yeah, Destiny, you're not sounding like that libertarian good guy. And then, you know, you got some more down there. You can read it yourself, but let's go.
It's just not my shit. But I'm probably just getting old. It's like the new shit is like black dude tears his shirt up, screams something wacky and wild into the camera, is racist or homophobic. It's LOL. And like that's like okay, don't care. Or transphobic. Don't forget that one.
Destiny, you lame as hell, you blue-haired beta male. I see the narrative you trying to push, man. And I will say that Destiny is low-key racist, man. Think about what he just said. He's trying to paint us as the most homophobic and transphobic, man. Don't nobody care about you being gay and living and doing whatever you do as long as you don't affect anybody else. As long as you're not making problems for anybody else. There's no man on this whole planet that wants to be associated with possibly being gay who is straight. There's no man. That's not a black man thing. That's a man thing. You go to the eastern side of the world, they ain't playing with you at all. Transphobia. Not too many people have fully gotten behind that. Again, nobody cares what you guys do as long as you're not causing any issues for everybody else. I wouldn't want my kid to be that. I would not do that. The one thing that I will say that might be a phobia as far as that goes is, you know, you meeting up with a trans woman thinking it's a woman, and then you end up having some sexual situations with her and find out she's not a woman. That's something to definitely be scared of, and it's reasonable. And I think that that's something that those folks should be held accountable for. And I think that there should be more laws put in place or something like that, where it's like, bro, you got to disclose, bro. You don't just get to just be out here just because you say it. You tricking folks. If I'm a straight man and that ends up happening, that's a stain on my life to me. Also, you know, they got us trying to be the most anti-Semitic. Don't nobody care about y'all folks, bro. The only reason that we even have said anything about y'all recently is because the recent situations that have been happening. Now we're uncovering a whole bunch of things that you guys have actually done. The only other time that we probably was thinking about y'all was in history class when they're teaching us about World War II. Otherwise, y'all straight. Well, not really straight because y'all be doing some stuff and y'all still been messing up in the background. Y'all still be hating it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, also they're trying to paint us as the Asian hate face when we're not. The stats say that mostly white people are committing those issues. They're going to probably try to say that this is an Asian hate crime because when I looked at another video, they were saying, oh, yeah, most of the Asian hate crimes were actually verbal abuse and maybe like, you want to get away from the person because you think they got the C-19, which, yeah, that stuff is not cool and it's really annoying. But I thought it was a little worse than that. I thought there was all assaults, like how when it's black people, it's mostly all assaults or deletions. So it is a little different. It's not cool, but it's not on the same level. But yeah, man, I don't like Destiny, man. You definitely trying to set us up with that one, bro. You're whack as hell.
If I was him, I definitely wouldn't go to like any of these Asian countries, especially if they know who he is, because they might turn him into some sort of barbecue or something like that.
Was that racial because he's trying to say that they'll cook anything, or was he just saying that like, oh man, you go over there, man, they're gonna torture, goddamn? Which one do y'all think about what he said right there? Let's get it.
Hey guys, it's a clip going around where people are saying I'm being racist to an Asian guy. You know, and I just wanted to say some things, you know. I wasn't being racist to him, I promise you, you know. I seen him, I thought he was, you know, when I thought he was Japanese, so
Bro, and I come back.
Chinese! No konnichiwa!
Boing, boing, boing. Boing, boing, boing. Boing, boing.
So I say konnichiwa. I watch a lot of anime. Because, you know, when I thought he was Japanese, so I say konnichiwa. I watch a lot of anime. I said konnichiwa when I found out he was Chinese, you know. I tried to say a nickname that they call me in Chinese. I literally was just talking to a Chinese person earlier today at 433. And they said they love me, and I love Chinese people. So I try to say Zhong Kong, like Tong Kong. Like, this is a nickname that they call me.
Man, this a weak ass apology, man. And don't nobody need all this extracurricular activity you trying to sit up and explain, bro. You're fake. You said something that was racist, bro. It is what it is. It was a stereotype. You may not be racist. That's fine. We understand that. But your joke wasn't cool. All you have to do is say, man, my joke wasn't cool. I shouldn't have said it. You sitting up talking about, oh, man, you know, I was trying to say Jew Kong. Nah, bro. You said chung, chung, chung. That's what you said, right? Chung, chung, chung. Jew Kong or chung, chung, chung. Which one? What did y'all hear? Did y'all hear something else? Maybe you're an Asian person who may be able to have a better ear for that. And you may have heard something different. But I heard chung, chung, chung. I didn't hear Jew Kong. But, yeah, man, Speed, just own up to what you did, man. Just say, yeah, man, I messed up. I shouldn't have did it. I was trying to make it funny. That's that. As far as Destiny being racist, low-key racist, like I said, he ain't that guy. He tries to be on the videos all the time. He's a nice liberal Democrat on the videos, and you know them folks is low-key racist all the time anyway. But that's what Destiny definitely is doing behind closed doors. Low-tier guys, y'all to know where I'm at with you, goddamn. You're doing too much tooting up and defending for the white man. But at the same time, you know, you go super, super hard on the black folks. And it's not like you're doing it out of love or something like that. You're just trying to just spite black people. You're basically like Officer Tatum and Jason Whitlock. You're the new guy. If you ever get that big, you're trying to be like that. And I mean, I see what you're trying to do because cooning does pay on YouTube, bro. When folks take Cooney stuff, the folks fly in and the money's fly in. That's how you get these followers. Officer Tatum has such and such million amount of followers. Officer Tatum is a straight up dumbass, dog. He's fat. He's lame. He doesn't say anything that's really smart. But since he's saying something against black folks and cooning real hard, they love him. He's got the millions. So, yeah, man. That's just my thoughts on all three of these characters right here, man. What Speed said was racist. I don't think Speed is actually a racist, but it was dumb as hell. Speed's not really all that funny. I kind of wish he'd scale back on all that gesticooning he's doing, just like the rest of them dudes like Kai Cenat and Jadeon and maybe a few other guys I didn't name because I don't know them. But yeah, man, that's it for the video. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments below. If you watched up to this point, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.